Well done. Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. The main thing to grasp today is that the route is flat and it harbors no particular difficulties. A sprint finish is more than likely. As we've got the yellow jersey, we'll have to shoulder our responsibilities and set the pace in the peloton. Teams interested in the stage win will have to give us a hand towards the end. We can win this! I'm counting on you to control...
Hello everyone. With the Port d'Envalira being placed at the start, the sprinters are going to suffer. But it's a safe bet that their teams will do their utmost to set up a mass sprint in the streets of Revel, as the rest of the stage harbours no difficulties.
That's good enough, lads. There's no way we can lose the green jersey today. It's good.
He does well on short climbs, but he can't really rely on his sprint qualities to hope for a win. The riders up front are widening the gap, but they're not dangerous. His role is to ride to set up his sprinter's train.
He doesn't seem to want to let you have more of a lead, and his teammates are pushing hard. It's going to be a game of cat and mouse. At the front, he's the best placed for the green jersey. You're the best placed in the breakaway for the mountain classification. Essentially, you're the fastest of the group in a sprint.
The first 6 riders at the top will pocket the points towards the polka dot jersey. There will be 10, 8, 6, 4, 2 and 1 point to be gained.
You seem to be the best puncher in the group. You should be able to move to the front.
On te suit. Sí, señor, venga. Venga, eso es. Vamos ahí, arriba. Ánimo, vamos ahí.
Well done! You took the last climb. It prevents our competitors from stealing too many points.
The first part of the descent is on a very wide road. There will be no danger for the riders. The riders will soon be onto a narrower and more challenging stretch.
He doesn't seem to want to let you have more of a lead, and his teammates are pushing hard. It's going to be a game of cat and mouse. Puncture! Puncture! No, just kidding. It was to wake up the mechanic.
The breakaway is passing through the feed zone.
You are 2 kilometers from the top. You seem to be the best puncher in the group. You should be able to move to the front.
Muy buenos, sí, señor, sois muy buenos. Venga, apretad un poco. Haliliga.
Well done! You took the last climb. It prevents our competitors from stealing too many points. You're 5 kilometers from the intermediate sprint. You're the best sprinter in the breakaway. You should manage to win the intermediate sprint. You've won the intermediate sprint. Well done. You're the best placed on the overall standings in the breakaway. At the front, he's the best placed for the green jersey. You're the best placed in the breakaway for the mountain classification. Essentially, you're the fastest of the group in a sprint. His teammates are leading the chase at the head of the peloton. His intentions seem clear. Win in a sprint.
¡Vamos, campeones! Venga, apretad un poco. Bravo les gars. Continuez comme ça. Allez les gars, courage. Venga, apretad un poco más. Vamos, chicos. Vamos, vamos, vamos. Un poco más. Muy buenos, sí señor, sois muy buenos. Venga, venga, venga. Allez les gars, courage. Allez les gars, on y croit. Lâchez rien. Hang on, keep pushing. Allez les gars, courage!
Your opponents are upping the pace to hold off the peloton.
The peloton is 1 minute away.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
Oui.
There's movement at the head of the peloton.
Courage! Oh, continue comme ça! Muy buenos, sí señor, sois muy buenos. ¡Oli!
You have 30 seconds on the peloton.
Okay, if the pace is too fast, I won't insist. Okay, if the pace is too fast, I won't insist.
You've got to ride, guys, if you want a chance of a sprint victory. You're 2 kilometers from the top.
It's the foot of the climb. Will the sprinters manage to stay up front to contest the final sprint?
Okay, we follow attack. Okay, I'll follow any attack.
A teammate has just been dropped. You can't count on him any longer. He's in trouble. It's not sure that he'll be there for the sprint.
At the top of the last climb, one man is alone up front. He's got a small lead. Nothing is decided. After a 2-kilometer descent, there will be 3 kilometers of flat road to the finish.
There are 2 of you in front. He'll no doubt consider that dangerous, and he will ride hard.
Okay, I'll put in a big acceleration. Okay, I'll put in a big acceleration.
This stage is his. He was the strongest. Here is the winner of the Péri-Jeux-Bergerac stage, Peter Sagan. we can say he tops the stand. He's amongst the leading right. He tops the stand.
Well done, lads. Congratulations to you. We were the pre-race favourites, and you lived up to the role with brio. Well done for this win. Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. The main thing to grasp today is that the route is flat and it harbours no particular difficulties. A sprint finish is more than likely. As we've got the yellow jersey, we'll have to shoulder our responsibilities and set the pace in the peloton. Teams interested in the stage win will have to give us a hand towards the end. We can win this! I'm counting on you to control the race. Come on! Today, it's ours. Have a good stage, guys.
Hello and welcome to all. You just have to look at the profile to understand that the scenario this stage should be dictated by the sprinters' teams. Breakaways will surely attempt to thwart the predictions of a mass sprint, but their chances of success are very slim.
That's good enough, lads. There's no way we can lose the green jersey today. It's good.
A very good puncher. He can try to get the upper hand on short climbs, but he can also afford to wait for the sprint given his not inconsiderable speed. The time gap with the head of the race is stable.
He's the best placed on the overall standings in the breakaway. At the front, he's the best placed for the green jersey. He's the best placed rider in the climber standings amongst the breakaway. He's the fastest sprinter in the leading group. He's the best placed on the overall standings in the breakaway. The gap is increasing. We don't need to ride for now. There's nobody dangerous for us in the breakaway. At the front, he's the best placed for the green jersey.
Time difference between the peloton and the breakaway is steady. The breakaway is losing ground.
He's the best placed rider in the climber standings amongst the breakaway.
The first 15 score points at the intermediate sprint. The first will pocket 20 points.
His teammates are accelerating. They're no doubt readying the intermediate sprint. The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed. The breakaway is upping the tempo at the head of the race. It doesn't intend to be caught up that easily. The first riders are 2 kilometers from the climb. He's got his team riding to set up a sprint finish. This is not the time to hang around at the back of the peloton. He's the fastest sprinter in the leading group. He's the best placed on the overall standings in the breakaway.
Today's victory goes to the breakaway. It managed to surprise the peloton.
He tops the standings and will receive the traditional honors. Here's the yellow jersey, Nairo Quintana. He will climb onto the podium to receive his jersey and a kiss from the hostesses. Here's the green jersey of this Tour de France, Peter Sagan. He is in sparkling form and you can clap him loudly. Here's the polka dot jersey of this Tour de France, he is in sparkling form and you can clap him loudly. Here's the white jersey of this Tour de France,
This result is clearly not up to my expectations. It isn't catastrophic, but Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. It'll be a very demanding day for everyone. Several mountain passes and a summit finish await you. This is a key stage for the general classification. I hope you're in good condition, because we've got to defend the yellow jersey. Even if defending it remains the priority, we can also consider the stage win if the Baroudeurs don't get too much of a lead. Have a good day, guys. Come on, we're aiming...
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. With 220 kilometers on the program and the Col de Monte, Port de Balais et Peyresourde climbs packed into the last 7 kilometers, this Pyrenean stage is going to hurt more than one rider, be he the winner or just one of those trying to finish inside the time limit. Acceleration at the head of the peloton. There's an acceleration. The beginning of the stage is fairly flat. The serious business should begin after the 130th kilometer and the Col de Monte climb.
The breakaway threatens the overall standings. He's decided to get his guys to put their foot down.
He's an excellent puncher who also knows how to climb in the mountains. On the other hand, it's better for him that he finishes alone because his capabilities as a sprinter really are limited.
Okay, I'll protect him.
He's a very good climber, but he prefers to ride at a steady pace. Acceleration is not really his forte, just like his skills going downhill, which are pretty poor.
He's the best placed in the overall standings amongst those at the head of the race. He's the highest placed of the climbers in the breakaway. Placing his teammates early on at the head of the peloton. There's no doubt that he's ticked this stage in his objectives. There's not a lot going on. If this was a video game, I'd advance the clock to the last difficulty. You've won the intermediate sprint. Well done.
The ascent of the first climb of the day, the Col des Arts, should allow the riders to warm up for the next and far more demanding passes. There will be 5, 3, 2 and 1 point to be taken for the first 5 riders at the next King of the Mountains summit.
You're 2 kilometers from the summit. Go on, another push. They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax. Well done. You took the last climb. It prevents our competitors from stealing too many points.
Venga, ánimo.
The Col de Monte, despite its 11-kilometer ascent, should not be the scene of any major attacks, the top being too far from the finish.
Ánimo, ánimo. Vamos, chicos. Vamos, chicos, ánimo. Ánimo, ánimo.
His teammates are managing the time gap to allow you no more of a lead, probably with their eye on the overall standings.
Arriba, chavales. campeones!
He's the best placed in the overall standings amongst those at the head of the race.
Venga, apretad un poco. Vamos, chicos, ánimo. Vamos, chicos.
Vosotros podéis. ¡Ale ya, ale ya! ¡Ale ya!
His teammates are taking things in hand behind the breakaway.
Vamos, chicos.
¡Venga, vamos! ¡Ya, ale ya! ¡Ale ya!
¡Sí, sois los mejores! Sí, sois los mejores. Un poco más, venga.
Ahí está.
Vamos, campeones. Venga, apretad un poco.
¡Venga, vamos!
Más rápido, venga.
Plus vite, plus vite, plus vite, plus vite.
On est avec toi. Vamos. Venga, ánimo.
¡Venga, chicos, ánimo!
Eso es.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
Ahí, ahí, ya es tuyo. Eso es, dale. Venga.
A teammate is beginning to lose touch.
¡Ale, ale! ¡Ale! ¡Hop, hop, 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 hop!
Allez, on y va, on y va. Más rápido, venga.
You're 2 kilometers from the summit. Go on, another push.
¡Ale!
Venga, dale.
¡Sigue, sigue, sigue!
Venga, dale, dale, dale.
Lâche rien.
¡Sigue!
Así. Venga. Venga, dale, dale, dale. Eso es. Eso es. Venga, campeón. Ahí, ahí, ya es tuyo. Vamos, un poco más, ya lo tienes. Venga, venga, venga.
¡Sigue, sigue! ¡Eso es! ¡Ya es tuyo!
Vamos, un poco más, ya lo tienes. Ánimo, vamos ahí.
¡Ale!
Vamos, aguanta, continúa. Eso es, vamos ahí, arriba.
¡Chicos, ánimo!
Vamos, venga, ánimo.
¡Ale, on donne tout! ¡Ale!
Allez, plus vite, plus vite.
¡Ahí está!
Vamos. Ahí, ahí, dale. Sí, señor. Venga, venga, campeón. Venga, campeón.
Well done. You took the last climb. It prevents our competitors from stealing too many points.
The riders now begin the descent to the Col de Monte. They must stay vigilant because the way down is fairly technical. The gap with the yellow jersey is melting away. The escapees will have difficulties going all the way. The breakaway increases its lead on the yellow jersey group.
Go, guys. You've got to keep up the rhythm to defend the yellow jersey. Okay, I'm coming to protect you. I don't know if it's a bluff, but the breakaway looks to be increasing the pace at the front of the race. The breakaway threatens the overall standings. He's decided to get his guys to put their foot down. Okay, I'll put in a big acceleration.
The breakaway is being reeled in. It will be difficult to withstand the return of the yellow jersey. 1.5 minutes lead for the head of the race over the favourites. The first rider to the top of the pass scores 25 points in the polka dot jersey standings. The breakaway increases its lead on the yellow jersey group.
Okay, I'll consume a feed. Understood. I'll take it easy whatever happens.
The lead rider is 1 minute 30 on the favourites.
Okay, I'll consume a feed. Okay, I'll wait for him.
The gap is 1 minute between the favourites and the guy in the front. The yellow jersey group is 1 minute from the head of the race.
A teammate has just been dropped. You can't count on him any longer.
The lead rider has 30 seconds on the favourites.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
Here's the positions over the last climb.
He's attacking. There are only 15 kilometres left for the lead rider. But what kilometres? With the Col de Perzoud and the climb to the Peyragudes airfield, it will require strong legs and a strong head to carry the day.
He's being left behind. It's good news for the overall standings.
Okay, I'll protect him.
I'll follow any attack. His team is riding for the overall standings. The front of the race will struggle to widen the gap.
Allez les gars!
He's still got something in the tank. He's putting his foot down in the relays.
Lâchez rien! Continuez comme ça, allez!
Former Tour winner Alberto Contador is one of the best climbers in the world. Watch out for his accelerations in the mountains. There's only 5 kilometers from the top of Perzud to the finish in Peyragudes, almost all uphill. But if a rider goes over the top alone, he will probably have done the hardest part by breaking away and psychologically marking his opponents.
Okay, we'll consume a feast. Okay, we'll consume a feed.
He's one of the favourites for the race and the undisputed leader of his team. Watch out for him.
Okay, but I won't be very effective because I'm full out.
Ahí, ahí, dale. Vamos. Venga, vamos, vamos. Ahí, ahí,
The
dale.
descent up to the summit is only 2 kilometers long. You'll barely have time to recover before the final climb. Don't give it all at the top. You'll have to keep something in reserve to avoid a blow-up.
Vamos, campeón. Sí, señor, vamos.
You're 2 kilometers from the summit. Go on, another push.
The first rider to the top will score 10 more points towards the climber standings.
5 kilometers left for the race leaders.
It's the start of the final climb. There are only 3 kilometers left, and one man is alone in the lead.
Vamos.
Today's winner will also pocket 5 points for the mountain classification. The front man will soon be under the red pennant. The gap isn't big, so he mustn't fade.
I'll relay. The breakaway is 1 kilometer from the finishing line.
He succeeded in avoiding all the pitfalls to win today. He will climb. He's amongst the leading riders.
Well done, lads. Congratulations to you. We were the pre-race favourites, and you lived up to the role with brio. Well done for this win. Hi guys, Let's start the briefing for this stage. Given our lead in the general classification, we're going to have to go all out if we want to hold on to the yellow jersey. We're amongst the favorites, and we're here to win. Come on! We must set the best time!
The last rider to set off in this individual time trial is on the starting ramp. A few more seconds until he goes. Come on, let's give him a big hand.
We've got a difficult time trial ahead of us today. There are plenty of changes of pace, and it's a fairly technical route with a load of bends. You'll have to stay focused all the time. It's the first climb. Take your time to find the right tempo. It's a 6-kilometer ascent, so don't empty your tanks too soon. Come on, stay focused. That's good. Come on, you're halfway up. Another 3 kilometers and then it's downhill. Keep going! Go! Go! The first time check is in 1 kilometer. We'll see how well you've managed this first part. Come on, it's downhill. Pick up the pace. Stay focused. There are some hairpin bends on the way down.
Venga, eso es, dale. Allez, fonce. Allez, vas-y. Comme ça. Vite.
It's slightly uphill. You'll have to step on it to pick up some speed.
Allez, déposez les pédales. Allez, vas-y.
Allez, le maillot à poids.
You're coming into a really twisty section. Make sure of your trajectory. Go!
Allez, le maillot à poids.
Allez, go, fonce, fonce, fonce. Allez, plus vite.
Next intermediate time in 1 kilometer. The descent is very fast. Take time for a breather if you need it. After that, it's flat until the final climb. Only 10 kilometers left. Grit your teeth.
Allez, le maillot à poids. Bravo. Allez, allez, allez. Allez, plus vite.
Remember to keep something in reserve for the last climb. Otherwise, you'll lose a lot of time.
Allez, vas-y. Plus vite. Allez.
The next intermediate time is in 1 kilometer. Go!
Allez, on lâche rien.
Allez, le maillot à poids.
Go! Less than 4 kilometers. After the next bend, you'll be onto the final climb, a short 2.5 kilometers. Go! Only 2 kilometers left. Go on! Stay focused on your effort. Go on. The red pennant's coming up.
Allez, plus vite, plus vite.
The final kilometer is a little easier. Do it on pure grit. Go, go, go! You're nearly there.
He's amongst the leading riders. He tops the stand. He will climb. He is in sparkling.
The podium is good, but I was expecting more from you. We should have won. Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. Today is a tiring route, where the closing kilometers should suit the punchers. Given that we're heading the general classification, we'll have to set the pace at the front of the peloton. For me, our lead should be enough to keep us out of danger. We're amongst the outsiders for the stage win, and it will be difficult to surprise the favorites, but we should be able to finish it.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Although there is no major difficulty today, the roads of the town and Aveyron are often tiring, and riders must be sure to keep up their strength throughout the day to hopefully edge clear on the final climb, where in 2015, Greg van Avermaet fought such a splendid battle against Peter Sagan for his first victory on the Tour.
That's good enough, lads. There's no way we can lose the green jersey today. It's good.
Counter-attack. He's a pure climber, able to follow the very best when he's in shape. He's a good puncher. You must keep a close eye on him on short climbs. His best chance of victory is to try a breakaway from far out.
In front, he's the best placed in the overall standings. The peloton doesn't seem to be reacting. I think it may go all the way. Okay, I'll protect him.
Tony Martin is one of the best rulers in the world. He has notably been world time trial champion on 4 occasions. His powerful style has earned him the nickname of Panzer.
He seems interested in a stage win. That must be why his teammates are riding hard. In the leading group, he's the best placed on the points classification. He's the highest ranked rider for the polka dot jersey at the head of the race.
Revealed by his victory in the San Sebastian Classic in 2013, Tony Galopin is a puncher who's very comfortable on hilly stages.
I'm going to take a nap. Wake me if something happens.
This rider is both comfortable on short climbs and on mountain passes. In addition, his qualities as a rouleur aren't too bad for a rider of his type. The breakaway is 10 kilometers from the intermediate sprint.
Your breakaway companions look like they want to up the pace. You You've won the intermediate sprint. Well done.
The first King of the Mountains summit is classified as a Category 3. There will be 2 points and 1 point to be scored at the top.
Allez les gars, courage! Allez les gars, courage!
Watch out for him. He's the best puncher in the breakaway. Well done. You took the last climb. It prevents our competitors from stealing too many points. He's got his teammates riding full out. You're going to have to up the pace at the front.
A mountain bike specialist, Alexis Vuillermoz, made a successful switch to the road, as evidenced by his stage win in Mur de Bretagne on the 2015 Tour de France.
He launched the mountain sprint. He asked his guys to maintain the tempo. Watch him. He must feel able to win the stage. The riders up front still have something left. They're upping the pace to try to hold out till the end. He asked his guys to maintain the tempo. Watch him. He must feel able to win the stage.
The next difficulty is also classified as third category. The first 2 to the top score 2 and 1 point towards the polka dot jersey.
Allez, continuez comme ça! Allez les gars, vas-y Michel! Allez les gars! Allez ça! Go, go! Plus vite!
This last difficulty is very gentle, and some riders with less of a puncher gene could use the opportunity to preempt a sprint on the climb to the finish.
His team is after you because he's surely aiming for the stage win. Go! Go do your utmost!
He's trying to get out of the peloton. Watch out!
Plus vite! Tu peux le faire!
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
Okay, we follow attacks. He's not going to let you go. You've already got a teammate in front. King of the Mountain sprint in 2 kilometers for the breakaway group. He'll ride so that your teammate doesn't catch up and make it too many up front.
The peloton is 1 minute away.
Well done! You took the last climb. It prevents our competitors from stealing too many points. If they merge, it will make too big of a breakaway. The peloton prefers to ride and claw back those in front. Don't let the counterattack catch up. Okay, I'll consume a feed.
He's moving on to the attack.
Okay, we'll consume a feed. Five kilometers before the finish. You should be in with a chance of a victory. The final suits you. Try to get away on the final short climb. Come on. It's downhill up to 2 kilometers from the finish. Then there's a kilometer of flat before the Côte Saint-Pierre.
Three kilometers. Nobody has yet managed to gain the upper hand.
You have 30 seconds on the peloton. Last kilometer. It looks like Mission Impossible.
This stage is his. He was the strongest. Here is the winner of the Blognac Rode stage. He's amongst the leading right. He is in spark. He's amongst the leading right. He will climb onto.
Well done, lads. Congratulations to you. I hoped that we'd play a leading role, but from that to win this stage, you have put in a superb performance. Well done for this win. Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. Today's route is hilly and a leg breaker. Perfect for attacking, which should suit the punchers. Given that we're heading the general classification, we'll have to set the pace at the front of the peloton. For me, our lead should be enough to keep us out of danger.
Hello everyone! Today's stage has all the ingredients to excite the contenders for final victory. A tiring route, a plateau exposed to the wind, and narrow roads. It's not the mountains, but the tension will be palpable.
We've got enough of a points lead for the polka dot jersey. There's no way we can lose it today. Keep it up!
He does well on short climbs, but he can't really rely on his sprint qualities to hope for a win. The riders are already onto the first difficulty of the day, the Montée de Nav d'Aubrac. With 9 kilometers at an average of over 6%, it will require the qualities of a climber to successfully join the early breakaway.
In the leading group, he's the best placed on the points classification. Here's the positions over the last climb.
Vas-y, Chris. Oui, on est derrière toi, Decathlon. Continue. Allez, les gars. Allez, les gars. Allez, les gars. Allez, les gars. Continue comme ça. Allez. Allez, les gars. Allez, on y va. Continuez comme ça. Allez, les gars. Allez, les gars.
Acceleration. He must have been instructed to go for the polka dot jersey. He wants to reach the front to improve his combativity standings.
He launched the mountain sprint.
Les voilà. Tom, on est avec toi, Tom. Bravo, les gars. Allez, les gars. Oui, Sénèque.
This stage must be a part of his objectives, because his teammates are already managing the time gap. He's the highest ranked rider for the polka dot jersey at the head of the race. King of the Mountain sprint in 2 kilometers for the breakaway group.
The riders are now on the Aubrac Plateau. They will need to be on their guard because the area is exposed with no shelter from the wind.
The breakaway riders are increasing the gap. They are not dangerous for the overall standings. We can let them go.
The breakaway is losing its lead. It's going to be difficult for them.
There's not much going on. Isn't there someone who wants to liven up the race with an attack?
The breakaway is losing its lead. It's going to be difficult for them.
The gap is widening. No need to panic, guys. There's nobody dangerous for the overall standings. King of the Mountain sprint in 2 kilometers for the breakaway group. Here's the positions over the last climb.
The front runners are 10 kilometers from the first intermediate sprint.
The breakaway is 5 kilometers from the intermediate sprint. The breakaway is unlikely to go all the way, guys. Watch out for counter moves. The gap is growing. Don't worry. They're not well placed in the overall standings.
The head of the race is now starting the climb of the Col de Pere-Taillard, the last major difficulty that faces the riders.
Okay, we'll relay flat out.
Allez les gars, courage. Allez les gars, on continue comme ça. Allez les gars. Allez les gars, courage.
He's been dropped. The stage is too much for him. Okay, I'll put in a big acceleration. Okay, if the pace is too fast, I won't insist. It's an uneven climb, guys. The biggest percentages will hit you after 4 kilometers. It will be a very narrow road. Stay up front. I'll go full out on the relay.
The first 6 riders at the top will pocket the points towards the polka dot jersey. There will be 10, 8, 6, 4, 2 and 1 point to be gained. Right now, the first riders are up against the most demanding percentages of the Col de Pere-Taillard. 2 kilometres at an average of over 10%.
I'll go full out on the relay. Understood. I'll take it easy whatever happens. I'll go full out on the relay. The breakaway will, no doubt, go all the way, lads. But watch out for attacks in the closing kilometers. He's being left behind. It's good news for the overall standings. Okay, but I won't be very effective because I'm full out. Okay, I'll consume a feed. King of the Mountain sprint in 2 kilometers for the breakaway group. He's asked his teammates to chase you down because you're dangerous for the overall standings. You're going to have to try and hold out. Okay, I'll follow any attack. I reckon we've got too many guys who've broken away. He doesn't want to get caught out, and his teammates will surely ride us down.
The first are over and into the descent. There are 30 kilometers left. The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the peloton.
¡Ánimo, vamos ahí!
Understood. I'll take it easy whatever happens. I'll relay. The gap is growing. Don't worry. They're not well placed in the overall standings. Okay, I'll follow any attack.
The final short climb of the stage stands before the front runner. If he keeps his lead all the way to the top, he should easily manage a solo victory. There will be 2 and 1 point for the mountain standings. Watch out, he's going on the attack. He's trying to get out of the peloton, watch out.
Okay, we follow attacks. He's asked his teammates to chase you down because you're dangerous for the overall standings. You're going to have to try and hold out.
The road to Puy-en-Velay is mostly downhill, but there's no question of freewheeling it, because the slope isn't that steep. The riders will have to keep pedaling, otherwise opponents who have been dropped could catch up.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed. Kilometers from the finish for the men in the lead. They can believe it's possible.
Last time checked with the breakaway, 1 minute.
The breakaway will, no doubt, go all the way, lads. But watch out for attacks in the closing kilometers.
He's moving onto the attack.
Five kilometers for the breakaway. It should have enough of a lead for the stage victory.
Allez, vas-y, poursuis. Allez, fonce. Allez, fonce, fonce.
Attack at the head of the peloton. It isn't the moment to stare at each other. Watch out, he's going on the attack. He's trying to get out of the peloton. Watch out. Only 3 kilometers to go for the man in the front. 30 seconds lead for the head of the race.
The breakaway is at the red pennant. Last kilometer. Don't look back. The peloton is right behind you.
He is all smiles as he climbs onto the podium. Applaud him. He's among. He top.
Well done, lads. Congratulations to you. We were the pre-race favourites, and you lived up to the role with brio. Well done for this win. Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. The main thing to grasp today is that the route is flat and without any difficulties. But be on your guard as the wind can lead to bordures. As we've got the yellow jersey, we'll have to shoulder our responsibilities and set the pace in the peloton. But the main opponent today is the wind. Don't get caught out. We can win if there's a bunched finish, and it's a chance we can't miss. Come on. Today, it's ours. Have a good stage, guys.